Good morning, students. Once again, I have come for you to create this video. This is for class 11th, book Hornbill, chapter number 1, the portrait of a lady. This chapter is a very interesting and emotional. When you go through the chapter, you will find how pathetic story is written by the great prose writer Khushwant Singh. This chapter has written by a great Indian prose writer Khushwant Singh, who has composed this chapter in a very pathetic way. In this chapter, Khushwant Singh has titled this chapter "The Portrait of a Lady." What is the meaning of portrait? Portrait is a very appropriate word for this chapter because it means a graphical introduction or presentation of someone's personality. When we figure out some essential and basic quality of a person, it called portrait. And the second thing, portrait means the picture of a person. In this chapter, Khushwant Singh has described the life sketch of his own grandmother, who was very old, and he has given a detailed account of her life and her personality. So, I have summarized this chapter under these 5 key points. If we thoroughly study carefully the whole chapter, we find these things. First one, the author's memories of his grandparents, grandmothers. Second, life in the village. Third, fading of friendship. And fourth number, snapping of friendship. And the last, days. All these 5 key points are related to the life of his grandmother. Let's start the beginning of the chapter. In the chapter, when it begins, we find that 2 persons, one is a child and second is an old one, who is grandmother. Both are living in the village, and author Khushwant Singh recalls the memories of his childhood when he was living with his grandmother in the village. All the time, his grandmother looked after him. He made him ready for the school. He prepared his bag, his breakfast, all the things. So a close relation between these 2 persons has been created and has been showed here by the writer. But as soon as the story moves ahead, the second things happen, life in the village, and Khushwant Singh also described a very short and very effective life of village where he used to go to school, which is not a modern school, which is a temple, in which a priest taught him, and along with the child, his grandmother also went there, and she studied there the scriptures, the religious book, while the child are being taught from the priest, by the priest. The next step is the finding of friendship. But as soon as he grew up, his parents took him away from the village and settled in the city. This made a very disappointment to grandmother and also for the child, because here the friendship of both a grandmother and the grandson has been fading, because their relation is a little bit slowly going towards the end. And the next thing is snapping of friendship. The snapping of friendship, it means, it is directly said, the broken of friendship. And when this child grow up and he was sent to the university education, and he was given a separate room living there, he totally out of the connection. He has no connection with his grandmother. So here we find that the friendship of both the person has been broken. And the second thing, the last days, when the child who was grown up and have got the education, university education, returned, and his grandmother received him at the station, he was very surprised to see him in the same position, not a single appearance has been changed in his physical body. And when both of them reached home, he made gathering of some women singing the song of returning warriors. It shows the happiness of that old lady, because she was pining or longing to see her little friend who was now grown up. So when she was engaging herself in the singing along with the old women of the neighbors, she began to beating the drum, and now slowly she is feeling ill and became seriously ill. She realized that the time of her departure have arrived, and declared that my life is getting over and I have to go. And after a very little further, his hand slowed down, his voice stopped, and the beads which she always took in hand, the rosary beads which is used to take in the praying, chanting of the prayer, it fell from her hand and she died. And after her death, the mother of the writer took some stale chapatis, broke it into pieces and scattered from there, where all the birds, sparrows, are gathered to mourn over the death of her grandmother. All the birds did not care on these crumbs, and when the dead body is carried away, all the birds also flew away. This shows that the sparrow also have a deep distress on the death of that personality. She was totally religious, and being a religious, she was very kind-hearted, she was very simple and very pathetic lady. Understood? This is the short summary of this chapter. I hope you will find easy to understand this whole chapter. First you make a reading and then listen the video, and I hope all the chapter very carefully you understand, and after getting the real meaning of this chapter, please subscribe this channel also. Thank you.